Welcome back to From the Chairman's Desk. Well, I'm just a blessed chairman today. I got another beautiful young Lumbee lady here I want to introduce to you. Now, she's originally from Florida, right? By the
Yes,
way
sir.
of Fairmont, by the way of Laura Hill, by the way of Florida, and now she's back with us.
Yes, sir.
Danielle, introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Kendra Chavis, and I was born in Lake City, Florida. But that doesn't mean anything because I'm still a true Lumbee.
Mm-hmm.
My parents. Do you want me to go ahead and go into that for you before you know the whole
Mm-hmm.
traditional
Yeah,
question?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
My people. My mother is Sarah Lois Chavis. She was originally in Oxendine, and my father is Charles Brady Chavis. They're both from the Fairmont area. My father's parents are Roy and Winnie Bell Chavis,
Mm-hmm.
and my mother's parents are Carrie Mae Oxendine
Right.
and Norman Locklear.
Okay. Now she's got connections to New Bethel Holiness Methodist Church.
Yes,
So
sir.
on the church road, if everybody knows where Preacher Wood, James Harold Woods was there for years,
Yes, sir.
and my good friend Preacher Jacobs is there now,
Yes,
doing
sir.
a good job. So you ever get to go back to that church and you see him?
I do. I do. I actually have been attending Benson Chapel. That's down the
Yeah.
road from there, where Brother Johnny Locklear preaches. So I've been
Johnny,
able.
is that where Johnny's at?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, he
He can
is.
preach.
Yes, he
That
can.
boy can preach.
Oh,
That boy
he
can
preach.
do now.
He's a good
Yeah,
preacher.
but there's a lot of hunts goes to New Bethel now.
Yes,
A lot
there
of hunts goes to New Bethel. That's just a good community to be from.
Oh yeah.
Girlfriend, it is good to see you back in the land of Lumbee.
It's good to be
All right, now
back.
tell us something. Let's bring us all up to date. You're finishing college.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the name of it?
University of North Florida out of Jacksonville.
Okay, what's your major?
Public relations.
Public relations. Now, all right, now. Danielle's up here doing an internship,
Yes,
all
sir.
right? And you came up in May,
Yes, sir.
and what she did, she split it up between us and LRDA, right?
Yes, sir.
So you got really exposed with LRDA to Lumbee Homecoming.
Yes, sir.
Did you know that was that much work in that stuff?
Did I do that much work?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I did. They had me doing advertisements, building advertisements for the ad book, creating those for various businesses throughout the community. So that was a pleasure because I got to work with owners and speak with them and show them different ways that they could put together an ad and
Yeah.
represent their business as a Native American, as an American Indian, for all the visitors that were coming in from all across the area for homecoming.
Okay.
So that was a pleasure.
So you really got into all that all those pageants.
I was able to write an article on that as well.
Did you?
So I got to meet the girls and be able to bond with them as well. So that was a good experience.
And you also told me you had something published in Native Vision.
Yes, the article that I wrote for the 2009-2010, Who Will Be Miss Lumbee.
Okay.
So, that
So
was,
now let me ask you this. Now you're over here with the Lumbee Tribe.
yes,
You
I
work with the
am.
PR department. How you enjoying yourself?
I am loving it. I'm thrilled to death.
It's a lot going on over
It's
here.
a different thing every day. I love it. You never know what to expect. You always have to be on your toes, know what you're doing, and it's just an in and out. You're doing it, and it's my personality, and I love it.
Okay, cool. It was good. I'm glad you came over here. Now let me ask you this. I mentioned that you was doing an internship here. Why did you decide you wanted to come back to the land of Lumbee?
Because after being gone for so long and coming back, I was so detached from my culture and where I come from, and I'm very passionate about who I am. Down in Florida, they ask you who you are, what's your last name, and you go through the story. Well, what are you? Of course, they're going to ask you, what are you? And I tell them, well, I'm American Indian, and well, really, they're always surprised to meet an Indian wherever they go. And so you go through the story and you tell them, well, I'm from the Lumbee tribe. Well, where's that from? North Carolina. Well, what part of North Carolina? And you just keep going and going and going. And I'm always glad to tell the story. But to actually be back and be around my people
Right.
and experience those things that I experienced as a child, the dialect, the different ways of life, it's just been amazing. So I wanted to come back. I wanted to be able to contribute to my people. And through my education, what I've learned, I want to be able to give back that way. In the sense of, for example, with the Boys and Girls Club, writing stories on them and all of their accomplishments. When a child sees that someone recognized them in the paper or on the website, they feel appreciated, and it may push them to want to keep doing good things within their community and reach out to those that aren't able. So that makes my day. That makes me complete at the end of the day, and to know that I can do that for my people makes me complete.
That is wonderful. Now let me ask you now, what are you doing with the tribe? You talk about the Boys and Girls Club. Now you're on another project.
Right. We're doing interviews across the community with different people, so people will see me on TV having conversations like you and I are right now. Some that we've done so far to bring back what elders are doing to keep that alive, so people down generations 10 years from now can look and know what our people are doing, what they did, their way of life, and just various interviews with different people. I've done press releases as well. So
how does that make you feel when you're interviewing an elder and you know you're making history here? This is going to be kept here forever. That even your grandchildren say, grandmother up there, look at her. How does that make you feel to be part of that?
It's almost breathtaking. I mean, words really can't describe, because you're actually history in the making. So to hear them, I'm still learning. So it's an honor for me to be able to be in a position to where I can interview someone that can impart knowledge on me about their past, about where we came from, about different things that they did. The other day I learned about what fly bread was. And how you make it, and learning that they didn't have freezers back in the day. It was cold enough that they kept the food just kept cold.
That's true.
So I'm learning things, and it just makes you so much more appreciative of those things that they've done to make life easier for us today.
Okay, now we only have 2 or 3 minutes left. Okay. What I want to do, since I see right now you got a gift to talk. I just want you to look in the camera, and I just want you to talk to your people and tell them how proud you are to be Lumbee and you're back home.
I'm so proud, more than words can ever express, to be back here in Robeson County, to be able to interact with my people. Thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to serving you in bringing home more education from those elders that have paved the way for us.
That's a beautiful, beautiful statement. I tell you what, we might see you on CBS one day. You imagine?
It's possible.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: did you realize you had so many cousins?
I think I did when Dad comes from a family of 14, my mom comes from a family of 8, and then we're all just related because we're Lumbees anyway. So it's just
yeah. We're going to bring her back to have more conversation, because it just makes me feel good. We have our young Lumbees, they want to come back home. They don't want to leave home. They want to come back home and contribute. And that takes a special person with a lot of love in their hearts. So, Danielle, we're going to bring you back before you leave.
Thank you.
And we're going to do this again. We want to explore some more things I want to ask you. So, we'll see you next week from the Chairman's Desk.